eloquently stated. But as a global champion, I think I need to reiterate what's been said already, and then also give you some statistics to add on to what Susie said about the specifics, especially from Ghana, where I come from. So we know that every day millions of women around the world work long hours to secure energy needed for cooking for their families. Women often endure incredible hardships to do so, walking long distances in search of fuel, carrying heavy loads, risking spinal injury, animal attacks, and even sexual violence. They spend their hard-earned money also on buying not clean fuels. So in Ghana, women spend upwards of 100 minutes per day on meal preparation. We spoke about Congo and cooking beans. Beans take on 4 hours cooking a meal. This means 2.2 million hours per year spent by Ghanaian women collecting fuel for cooking. Women and girls are disproportionately burdened with this unpaid care work, which can lead to time poverty, a phenomenon that seriously impacts women's ability to equally participate economically, socially, and educational activity. So what's the solution? In order to live life to the fullest, women also need to spend time on their interests. So we talk about being productive, but women also need downtime. Access to modern energy, particularly clean cooking solutions, is critical, but often overlooked means of empowering women at a household level and advancing gender equality nationally and globally. And I salute my gender minister for being here. As part of your work, I hope after this conference you would realize the importance of also focusing on, saving time for women so they can be empowering. All of us can be empowered. Introducing more efficient stoves and alternative fuels can significantly reduce the time women spend on meal preparation through faster cooking times and reduce firewood collection trips. Changing cooking practices can also result in financial savings in the long term through cost-efficient fuels. The time and income recovered could result in increased opportunities to improve the well-being of women and girls through activities such as education or income generation, and help to lift them out of poverty. Now, Betty, right? Yes, Betty spoke about how we should start with the young people and train them so that they are aware before they, at a young age. And in a pilot project in Ghana, supported by Global Alliance for Clean Cookstoves, with the Girls Guides in Ghana, 200 girls were trained on empowerment, entrepreneurship, advocacy, and cooking technologies and fuels. After receiving this training and purchasing more fuel-efficient cook stoves, the girls reported 50% reduction in cooking time, as well as 2 hours saved per firewood collection trip. This type of partnership positioned the Ghana Girl Guides to scale awareness creation and empowerment to their network of over 20,000 girls and women in Ghana. So there is value to catching them young, as they say. Women also have a role to play in cooking, but the clean cooking value chain as entrepreneurs and as employees, and their involvement can increase projects' effectiveness and help scale adoption of products and services while also impacting their livelihoods. Women's involvement in the sector can spur widespread distribution and delivery of technologies that will contribute to the creation of a thriving global market. Clean cooking solutions need to be firmly planted within the global development agenda, including the SDGs as it is, to make strides in overcoming the burden of time poverty while there is a widespread support for women's health, education, and livelihood development. Very little effort is focused on the issue of unpaid care work and advancing strategies to reduce it. Now, I want to talk about, the gentleman asked about the solar, and I think sometimes, a lot of time from the work I've done, I noticed that the manufacturing is not really involving the women in production. So they think they know what we need, but women should be involved in the design even. In Ghana, we're working on a project to equip all schools with clean kitchens, with efficient cook stoves, and we're talking about the design, so we're involving the women in the process so that the outcomes are beneficial to the women who are going to use the equipment, because you can't sit there and think for the what they want, it's better to involve them at the design stage so that there's acceptability and then we know that it is fit for purpose. So now the call to action. Let's talk about energy access and clean cooking solutions. In particular, are critical but often overlooked means of empowering women at the household level and advancing gender equality. Our gender minister talked about how in Ghana there was a distribution plan but really didn't take off. Yes, because there isn't accessibility. So you don't send gas cylinders to areas where they cannot get the LPG. So there are other clean fuels, there are other clean cooking techniques. We talk about how to even make briquettes from ag waste and all of that. So we have to look at what works in what circumstance. The availability as well as affordability is important. The evidence shows that time poverty due to unpaid care work is a major barrier to women's empowerment and broader economic development. Cooking and fuel collection are key components of unpaid care work and thus must be addressed if we are to see significant gains in gender equality. So we talk about the cleanest, but there's a relationship with the health and as well as the economic empowerment, so we shouldn't de-emphasize either of those. As a champion for the Global Alliance for Clean Cookstoves and strong proponents of gender equality, I urge more action to be taken to integrate clean cooking solutions into the Sustainable Development Initiative so that women and girls can take their rightful place in the community, society, and the global economy. Policymakers, and I'm glad a lot of you are policymakers, ministers, and so on here. Investors and civil societies must prioritize access to clean and efficient cookstoves and fuels as a means of unlocking women's time, benefiting them, their families, and their nations. And as I close, I'd like to urge us that I think we've done quite a bit of talking. It's time for